Hey friends, welcome to a special edition of What's New. Instead of on Wednesday, well, although we'll be doing it on Wednesday too, we're here on Tuesday at 4 p.m. for our special presentation. We have too many new things to get them into our regular sessions, so we're having a special 2-hour session of What's New. And without further ado, I think we're just going to jump right into things because we have a lot to look at today. Here we go. Good camera work, honey. Thanks. Okay, we're going to start with a newer brand to us called Hefty Doodle. These are designed in UK, and they were actually made in the United States, which is interesting. A lot of the dies, most of the dies are made in China, but these were made in the US. We have two corner dies here. One puts in stars, and the other puts in these little light bursts into your corner. Those are from Hefty Doodle, and like everything else today, it's on sale for half price right now. Maybe you could put in a link to our website, honey. And here are Hefty Doodle stamps. And I think what's fun about these is that they're made for pull-up cards, pull-out cards. And so you have stamps that say pull, pull, slide me. You have an arrow that goes up, and then you just have a heart and a star here. So you have all kinds of neat choices for your slide cards. Rare occasion I've made. There's Thelma. Hi, Thelma. Okay, next up from Hefty Doodle, again, made in the UK or designed in the UK and then made in the US. We have a double set of stamps that says Miss You. You've got the words Miss You in cursive, and then you've got a shadow to go behind that if you choose to use that. And these are really cute. This is a nice size die. It's pretty much usable on almost all your cards, but I do like this size. It's not huge and it's not small. It's kind of in between. So that's a good one from Hefty Doodle. And this one says Fiesta. Fiesta in cursive writing. We have the word and then we have the shadow.
Does it show on the back?
No.
Picture?
No, really? Just barcodes on the back. Okay, from Hefty Doodle. This is really cute. This is a party set for Halloween, actually. Hope your day is spectacular. Bring on the candy. And eat, drink, and be scary. We've got little characters. Come in a little bit closer on this one so I can see the detail. It's really cute. Cute little critters, cats and dogs, dressed up as bees and pumpkins, and I'm not sure what he's dressed up in. Oh, he's got. Well, he could be a cow. I thought he might be a little devil. Got horns, and the tail is kind of a giveaway that it might be a little devil. But
Maybe
anyway,
a bear dressed as a devil.
Hefty Doodle. I like this one. I especially like this one because it's got a few stamps I really, really like, and it's oceans. I think I bought this one. This one says, sending you oceans of love. You're a star wall. I've got something to say. Thank you for all your kelp. I'm honestly a little jelly. I really hope to see you soon, and see is spelled S-E-A. You're a little ray of sunshine. You're amazing, that's for sure. With all the little critters. I can see where I can do some very fun things with that. Love ocean stuff. This is Hefty Doodle, and it's a collection of miscellaneous words that you can put together however you like. It's a birthday, well, it's kind of a birthday set, but I think it can be used for other things too. Sorry, I've got to kind of turn it, well, maybe I can see it in the screen. Yeah. Wishing you a, have an, wishing you an, you're an, it's, sending you and, sending you a, you, yay, yours, oh, you're so, let's, it, Oh, it's Anne. Okay. Hope your day is party. You are my years old, days, years young, today, birthday, sending you you are really, and you are. So you can see where you can mix this, match this with your other stamp sets too. And dies to add greetings to your cards from Hefty Doodle. Of course, it's on sale for half price. This is a stencil of roads. Can you imagine making a card for a little young man and putting cars and stuff on the roads? Wouldn't that just be cute? It'd be very cute. I like the roads. And that's from Hefty Doodle. It's a 6x6 stencil. Here's one that I could see would be really, really functional. You can use this for a lot of things. This one is called the Stony Maloney stencil. It's a 6x6 stencil of rocks. And I can just see where that background would be so useful for so many things. You can hear Teddy aligning his bed under the table. This is this one is called Arizona stencil. And you can see why when I turn it the right direction. We got cactus, we got redstone, and we got mountains in the background. Isn't that cute? Very fun. This one is called Kaleidoscope stencil. It's from Hefty Doodle. And it does kind of play tricks on your eyes a little bit. I think once you put the color in this, it would really play tricks on your eyes a bit. Or you could do them all in the same color and it'd actually just be a nice kind of more subdued background. That's fun from Hefty Doodle. I'm going to switch gears here. We're going to talk about some duty stickers. These are from the Netherlands. And yes, they are half price. These are border and corner stickers. And I may be mistaken, but I think these are on sale for about $2, which is great. When we first started getting these were clear up around $6 or $7. And now this is on sale, I believe, for $2. And our beautiful borders. These are what are called double embossed. And they're on a clear sticker, so they'll pick up the color of anything you have behind it, and it really glares in the light. Sorry about that. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. Did not turn off my... So my sister had a voicemail. Those were silver, Thelma. Thank you for asking. Okay, here's the gold ones. Same thing in gold. Big, beautiful corners and borders. These are so useful on a card where you have smaller center images and you need something to help fill the space. These are so beautiful for that, and they're just so gorgeous anyway. Really pretty. Borders and corners. This one's after my own heart. You guys know I love iris folding. And here is Iris Folding with Love. And yep, it's on sale for half price. It's about $5 something now. Hi, Glenn. Welcome. Iris Folding with Love. And what this has is the patterns that you can, it has the patterns for the apertures, and then it's got the layout for the stuff that goes inside. Let's see our crown there. Got lots of fun patterns in it. As well as you can blow these up on a printer too and make these in larger sizes if you want to. That Volkswagen's adorable. I love that. Hexagon, isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. So this is one of 2 new Iris Folding books. There's a witch's hat, or it could be like a Christmas hat, I suppose, depending on what color she did it in. The pram, really cute. So was 11 something, now 5 something. All right. All right, here we have, these are from Labilities, and these are out of the Netherlands. I believe they, let's see, yeah, designed in the Netherlands. And this is our multi-dye flower. Love this. This one actually makes a rose. Come in a little bit on my images there, honey. I think we used some in class that were roses that were pre-cut that we rolled. You roll the center, and then you add the outer petals till you get the size rose you want. This is a beautiful set. Very, very pretty. You can make that rose very open if you want to. You can see how here they have curved their petals inward for the inside, and then they curve their petals outward for the outer petals. You can do that if you want to. I like the way they put the pearl in the center. It's pretty. So that's from Labilities, which is also known as Leanne Creative. Here's butterflies. I like these open format butterflies. And of course, it's on sale for half price. Many of these that are not in today's sale are in the early Black Friday folders. You just have to go to the company and find them in the early Black Friday folders. You have links to both in your email. The butterflies. Here are swans. This is fun because you got the two swans and you got a wedding ring. Swans are often used on wedding things because they mate for life. Here's some little pictures of the swans swimming together, or one swan and the wedding rings, which is an interesting choice. This one is, oh, I love this one. This one is a landscape design, and I hope we can see it. We're going to have to come way in on this one to see it, honey, but come way in and look at these landscapes they're making with this die set. Isn't that pretty? All the pieces are here to do that. You got the clouds, you got the trees, you got the outline. All these pieces are in here. This is what it looks like from the other side. There's our trees, our clouds, our fence. You got all kinds of interesting pieces in this one. And it's all done in an oval format, which is interesting in and of itself. Half price. I like this one too. We're going to go clear back in again. See the trees, and they're using, no, I guess this has its own fence. I was going to say they're using a fence from the other one, but they're not. I love the way the tree branches come into this oval, though. Look at what they've done with the clouds and the grass, trees in the background. It's so pretty. So very pretty. Okay, here we go. This is what it looks like on the outside. Lots of dies in this set. I don't know what the number of dies is. I'm going to take the time to count them on all these sets either. There's just lots. Let's call it lots. Yeah, the shaded paper would be great, Glenn. Really well. That'd go really well. Okay, here we have a coffee cup. And it's got a fun cutout to put the handle on the edge of your card. See there what they've done with this one at the bottom? Let's go in and look at that, honey. Where they're demonstrating the use of that die to put it into the edge of your card. See there? So you can use it with an edge or without an edge or all by itself. Very cute. Very, very cute set from Leanne Creative. These are from the Netherlands. Here we have, this one's a pop-up design. This is a pop-up of a butterfly, and it really would go in like this. So that's what it looks like. We got a butterfly and a flower, And when it's in on your card, it looks like this. Oops. It's actually created with the fold lines and stuff there to actually put it in as a pop-up design. Isn't that cute? Love that. So cute. Pop-up die. Half price. Here's another one from Leanne Creative. It's another sort of scenery. They're doing a fence with grass and flowers. Come in close on the scene. These would just be so functional for any of the landscape pictures that you want to make. We've got that ivy everywhere here. We try and take it off our trees so it doesn't choke out the trees. We've got lots of that ivy growing around. How pretty, huh? And this one, oh, I love this one. Here's another pop-up die. Here is the die itself. It's candles with wax stripping. Then you've got holly and berries also. And this is what it looks like when you use that pop-up feature. How cute is that? Love that. Pop-up die from Leanne Creative. Hi, Karen. Welcome, friend. Okay, this one is a multi-die flower. And the petals look really unusual when you look at them, but when you layer them up, they look great. Just a different kind of flower. All right, that's a little fuzzy there. It doesn't seem to, oh, maybe it's straightening out now. There we go. And these will emboss as well as cut, which is great. Okay. All right, we're switching gears again. We're going to take a look at some Craft Consortium. These never go on sale for half price. They're on sale for half price right now. I saw when I took a very quick glance at sales that some of these are selling, so I don't know how many of them are still going to be here. But I love this foresty thing. Beautiful, beautiful. They're in a tightly bound pack. When you use them, you just push them out and they'll pop right out of the binding, but I don't want to pop them out of the binding for our purposes now. I love the pine cones. So pretty. On white, and gold, and oops, see, it's going to try and pop. Looks like we have about 4 of each design. No popping out. Red flowers. Yeah, those are little hedgehogs. Leaves and berries. Thank you, Thelma, for the thumbs up. Trees. This is just a really, really pretty set. And I don't know if you noticed that we had some cutout of animals on the front cover and on the back cover are used for cutouts of animals. Beautiful. Very, very, very high quality. That is from Craft Consortium. We don't put them on sale for half price, but here they are. Gift of Giving. This is a birthday themed book. So cute. These little critters are so cute in there too. Oh my gosh. Lots of little 3x3s, which make great toppers. Balloons, and then with the same balloons on a white background. Confetti. We've got birthday words, and this is on pearlescent paper. It's pretty. It's really pretty in person. Beautiful. And then we've got a pearlescent pink to use behind some of those colors. That's beautiful. These, I don't think those are pearlescent. There's probably another pearlescent one in here though. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. This is pearlescent and then yellow pearlescent on the back. Aren't those pretty? So you have all those little cutouts in the front, and then we also have cutouts, birthday themed cutouts on the front cover and the back cover from Craft Consortium. Going to switch gears again. This time we're going to talk about embroidery on paper. We have one of the best selections of embroidery on paper you're going to find anywhere. We have these beautiful books that have designs for embroidery on paper, and they're actually made so that you can copy the designs and pierce them. Good night. Pierce the designs, copy and pierce the designs, and then they show you samples of the finished designs. And this book is just chock full of beautiful embroidery on paper. If you haven't done embroidery on paper, it's absolutely satisfying. It's very satisfying craft to do, they tell me. Now, I don't do needle arts, as you know, so I can't personally say, but they tell me it's very satisfying and very relaxing to do embroidery on paper. Look at these beautiful card designs they've done with the embroidery on paper in the background. Just such a special touch. You don't get a lot of cards like this. They're beautiful. And all these wonderful designs in the book. Again, they're made to copy and pierce through. You don't disassemble your book, you just copy them and pierce through the copies. This is called Endless Embroidery on Paper, and it's also an, no, it's not. I was going to say it's an Erica book, but it's not. This has a different author, and I am not even going to try and pronounce her name. It's spelled Joked, and I would say Vette, Vette, is her last name. I have no idea how you pronounce that. But once again, this book's out of the Netherlands. We have many of the referenced patterns actually as brass stencils in our store. So if they tell you the stencil number they're using, you can actually get the stencils to match these if you want to. Or you can just use the patterns, which is also okay. When you get the brass stencils, they have this kind of patterning on them to show you the directions for your needlework, which is nice. And have some great deals on brass stencils in December. You're not going to be safe just because Black Friday passes. We're going to continue amazing sales clear into Christmas. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Of course, I zero right in on the seascape because I would do that. These are nice little books. This has how many pages? 80 pages. And the other one's about the same size. Okay, let's see. I have, back to Craft Consortium. I have some Craft Consortium dies. Now, the Craft Consortium dies were really expensive. Craft Consortium is not an inexpensive brand, and these dies were over $30, but they're now half price. So that brings them right into the range to make them affordable. Hi, Mary R. It's good to see you. So this is it's called Dynamix, but it is from Craft Consortium. Look at that beautiful die and all those pieces that you get. Looks like you're going to get about 3. I guess you get 3 dies in there. Beautiful patterns. Here's another one from Dynamix, which is also Craft Consortium. And we've got the beautiful outer frame. I love that, by the way, in case you want to know. That frame is 4.7 by 4.7. This one would be great. So both of these actually would be great with your Hardy Crafts toppers that you guys love. Yeah, you might need to call Jesse James to help you out with the sales still. Okay, so you get that beautiful inner die, and then you get those other fun pieces. Here's another view of those as the die cuts. I think we had that on the other one too. Yep. Here's another view of the die cuts. So fun, fun, fun from Craft Consortium. This is from a company called Craft Concepts. These are tag dies. And let me show it to you this way. It's probably easier to see. So you've got two different dies there. You've got one to cut out a saying, and then you've got the outer tag die. This would be very functional. This would be very, very good for the middle of your cards. And on this one, they're showing making like little name tags on the center, just writing the names into the center, or you could stamp those and cut them out. This is a 3-in-1. Both of these are, I guess, they're 3-in-1. Cut, emboss, and stencil. So they're saying keep the die in place and color the apertures. So cut, emboss, and stencil with these dies. This is another one similar in concept, just a different design. You've got the die to cut out your greeting. And then you've got that outer die with the embossed features in it. Half price. We don't get these very often. These are from Jane Davenport, and they're actually under the Creative Expressions brand. 3 brushes. Now, the brushes that I get from China, candidly, are just as good, but when these are half price, they are a good deal. So, Jane Davenport brushes, made for inking techniques. If you haven't used brushes for your inking, they're great. Sound, or is it me? Are you guys having problems with your sound? I'm going to keep going. I may be rattly too. Okay, and this is also from Creative Expressions. It's under the brand Sentimentally Yours from Phil Martin. We've got a beautiful floral border there with room to put greetings and flowers in the center. Very pretty. Okay, more Phil Martin. These are aperture stencils. Do you really get 4 of them in the pack? Yes, you do. You get all 4 aperture stencils in the pack, which is a good way to go anytime. These are so good for Zentangling, for stenciling, these would be great for like window stencils if you wanted to use that window wax and do some snowflakes on your window. This would be great fun. So we've got these aperture dies. They're from Phil Martin. It's called a Snowflake and Bell, but you actually get 4 stencils in this, and it's half price. Okay, this is also from Phil Martin. It's from his stencils collection, and it's called Lovely. It's marked right on it that it's $9. It's on sale. It's half price. It's considerably less than $9. You got lots of great stencil greetings on here because you're special. Hiya, a gift for you, especially for you, with love, just because. Have a lovely day. This is also from Phil Martin. This is called Whitewashed Background, or a herringbone background. It's got that nice herringbone pattern in the back, and then it's got these whitewashed corners. It's a stamp, and you're going to get just really wonderful distressing with this just by inking it and stamping it. Not a lot of extra work to do. Isn't that fun? This is a 4x6 stamp by Phil Martin. I'm going to move this stack and go on to my next stack here. All right, let's use this one because it's big. I think I have 2 of these left. Most of these have sold out because they've been featured on the website for a couple of weeks and they've been discovered. Most of these are sold out, but this is a wonderful crochet kit called Bobby Robin. Bobby Robin. It's got the pattern, it's got all the yarn, it's got all the stuffing for Bobby, complete directions, and it's on sale for way less than half price. I believe it was $30 some with all the yarns and stuffing and everything in it. It's down like $10. Want to make a fun Christmas gift for somebody? Here you go. It's got the pattern and everything you need to make Bobby Robin. Bobby Robin. Bobby Robin. I think I have 2 left. We did have some orangutans and giraffes too, but they're gone. Okay. Okay, let's move these out because they're awkwardly sized, but these are beautiful. Look at these foils. They're from Couture Creations. You guys know Couture Creations is my favorite foiling brand. Look at these patterns. Can you see the pattern in that? Guys, come in a little bit more. Couture Creations is just my favorite foiling brand. I love them, love them, love them. I love them because my machine is Couture Creations. A lot of people who have Gemini swear by the Gemini brand, and all of these are great for hot foiling. This is a hot foil. It needs to be heat activated. I have another set of foils here from Couture Creations. This is sold in a 5-pack. I think it's about $8, which is unbelievable. Look at that star pattern in the red. Isn't that beautiful? And the holographic in the green, the silver, the gold. And then we have kind of a, looks like somewhat copper to me on the outside there. So those are all Couture Creations. Oops. Whether you're foiling or whether you're die cutting, you'll need some removable tape. We have removable tape from Couture Creations on sale for half price. Yeah, sparkly stuff. Good stuff. Go Letterpress. This was designed to go with the Go Letterpress machine. I didn't bring the Go Letterpress machine in because you can do the same thing with the Couture Creations foiling machine, which we sold a lot of. So you can do exactly the same thing. There's directions in your foiling kit as to how to do letterpress. Yeah, this is an odd thing. It didn't tell me when I bought it that it was a heart-shaped. We actually have had this heart-shaped applicator. It's an alcohol ink applicator. We've had it in the past. These are the heart-shaped refills. I didn't know they were heart-shaped when I bought them. I bought them just to be refills, but if you have the heart shape, you're never going to get this at a better price. Okay. We sold out about 2/3 of this. I think we have maybe about 4 rolls of this left. This is the die cut and bond. This is a paper thin double-sided adhesive sheet. It's 120 millimeters, which means it's 12 centimeters. It's 25 meters long, or if you want to look at that in inches, it is 4.7 inches wide, which is a really nice size, and it is 27.3 yards. You can put this on your paper before you do your die cutting, and you've made stickers, which is great, especially if you're having really detailed stickers. It's a really good way to go. Beautiful way to go. I do not recommend this one. This is great for like attaching rice paper if you wanted to attach rice paper or a napkin for a matte effect like we did on Saturday. But this is not one that I recommend for our glitter and glaze technique. And that's because it's not heat resistant, and it'll bubble if you apply heat to it. But it's a great, very, very affordable. Look at the size of that roll. Very, very affordable. Die cut and bond. If you don't have this, you need this. It's really a nice, affordable way to add stickers to your collections. This is from Couture Creations. This is called Earthly Delights. Yes, Debbie did smoke once upon a time. I smoked until 1990, and I quit during the 1990 Great American Smokeout. And I will never smoke again, because my husband told me it's one of only two things that I could do that would cause him to leave me. If I smoked, or if I brought home another dog without consulting with him. And I haven't done either, have I, honey?
Nope.
I brought home cats. I have not brought home dogs. I'm really glad I quit smoking, not only because I will live longer, but also because it's gotten so horribly expensive. Oh my gosh. It's one of the ways that I eased myself off cigarettes. I figured out what it was that I was spending a month on cigarettes, and I gave myself that as a craft budget when I stopped smoking. It was a big amount. Talk about smoking, it makes me want to cough. Okay. Mine's all allergy issues now. I don't have any issues with my lungs, thankfully. They say that once you quit smoking and get away from it for a few months, you cut your chances of having a smoking-related disease down to just a fraction of what it was when you were actually smoking. I never would have guessed you ever smoked, Mary R. Doesn't seem like the Mary R. we know now. So that's Earthly Delights collection from Couture Creations. Half price. Wait till you see the actual prices on some of these things. You guys have to do some perusal of the website. This is also from the Earthly Delights collection. This is a stencil with some of those unusual ferns and leaves. Oh my gosh, $75 for a carton. Holy cow. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think back in the days when I smoked, it was like $20, $25 a carton. Can't see them very well here, but actually they put this on a really lovely paper that would also be really usable. It's like the Earthly Delights collection that we just took a look at. I have cleared my desk. No, I didn't. There's one more. We have the adhesive tape rolls from Couture Creations. These are about, I'm going to say they're about a third of an inch. About a third of an inch. This is for foiling, glitter, and adhesive. When I say foiling, it's for cold foiling techniques. You don't need to heat this for it to stick to this adhesive tape. Okay, let's get some more out here. Whoa, don't know what I'm dropping. I'm dropping something. Maybe you can hand some of these to me. Maybe kind of have you reach over the top of the box. Oh, I love this one. You have a little bit of everything in this box. I'll show you that first. That's the same brand we were just looking at. Okay. making good time here, but we probably will hit our halfway point before I finish these. Then we'll get 2 more. Okay. Before I go on to some of these other products, I want to show you this one. This is a cardstock pack that's meant to go with that Earthly Delights collection we just looked at. We've got a variety of colors that match the colors in that collection we just looked at, or complement the colors with the Earthly Delights. Yeah, mine was too, Mary. I wanted to hang out with my sister and her friends, and they all smoked.
Sure.
Okay. So this is Linda Chapman's World of Paper. It's called Cascat Folio. It's 83-pound paper, so it's like our heavier. It's like our heavier cardstock. This is the spring collection. There's 40 sheets. I didn't leave myself any room to show it. 40 sheets of A4, which means it is 8 1/4 inches wide by about 11 3/4. A little different than our 8.5 by 11 standard. Their standard is the A4 size in Britain. But aren't they beautiful? And the flowers represent the colors in this pack. Isn't that pretty? Yes, they're half price. Here's the winter collection. Got beautiful browns and grays and blues, creams in their winter collection. 40 sheets to a pack. I believe, let's see, how many is that? 8 colors, 5 sheets per color. Very, very pretty. This isn't one we're going to carry. This is one I picked up because the price was right. This is the summer collection. These are, however, solid core sheets. They're very smooth if you're looking for something that's great for smooth paper. Smooth and solid core. Solid core paper is not necessarily easy to find, and we've had some really nice choices for you in the last month or so. Here is the autumn collection. This box is a little beat up. It won't mess with the integrity of your paper at all. The autumn collection. Look at those pretty colors. All nice solid core. Here's the Brights collection. I'm glad you're loving the Harmony papers. The people here have just raved about how good the Harmony papers are. Here's the Essentials collection. All of these are half price, as are the Harmony hues that Karen is talking about. They're a particularly great deal. $7 a pack. This is the Neutrals collection. I don't know what it is about these colors. Maybe it's just my love of nature that draws me to these. The thing about that, I didn't buy a lot of the 12 by 12 heavy colors, Karen, just because they're so expensive for me to ship. Here is the Elegance collection by Couture Creations. I actually think this might be sold out. So I'm not going to spend time going through this because I actually think this one might be sold out. I'll show it to you just in case. Got foiling on some of the sheets, beautiful flowers, but I believe that might be sold out. Here's the Winter Woodland collection that we started with today in 12 by 12 sheets. This is nice, heavy paper. Same patterns we looked at before. I did not point out that some of the patterns were pearled paper, and they were. This, let's see if I can get to one where we have both. This, both the pine cones and the white pine cone sheet are pearled papers. See if I can figure out what the other pearled paper is. These are spot varnished. I don't know if you remember spot varnishing, but that's where you have clear embossing powder that is bonded to the paper. The spot varnishing is beautiful. There's those hedgies again. I love hedgehogs. I don't see a hedgehog that I don't think of when Jordan had her little hedgehog, Robin. We loved him. Here's a pearlescent. That forest is in pearlescence, and are these snowflakes. So I'm going to move on from that one since we saw the little one in detail already. Here's another one of those dies from Labilities. Oh, we've seen this one already. That's exactly the same as one we saw before with the fence and the... Okay, let's see what we have here. This has been a big seller. It's from Couture Creations, and it's called Seaside Girl. It's called Seaside Girl. And you get 2 dies and a stamp in this little package. You got that beautiful, what kind of shell is that? I'm thinking that is, what is that? Oh, we know what this is. We know what this is. Come on, guys. What's this? This is the scallop shell, I think. The scallop shell. So you can stamp that, you can cut it out, and then there's another little die in there. I might have to open it to see the second die. I bought this one. It's beautiful. Yeah, there we go. There's the other little scallop shell die. It's a standalone die. So you get a nice value in this little tiny package, a stamp and 2. A stamp and 2 dies. We'll see why you don't take them out of the package. I got it back in though. Okay, let's see. We've got, all right, we're on Couture Creations again. I love this one. This is a coffee and tea set. And it's so, so cute. We got the little tea can, the tea kettles, the coffee cups, creamer, sugar. So cute. And the dies to match. Isn't that fun? Here we go. This is what it looks like, all the dies. Fun little designs. You get a lot of dies in this set. So again, I'm not going to take a time to count them. This one's called Hug in a Mug. I like that. All right. Here is Life is Beautiful. I love this one. I own this one too. I haven't seen it yet, but I bought it. Life is Beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? The Life is Beautiful is one die, and then this whole outer part is another die. It's going to be, what's the dimension of that one? Does it tell me? It's going to be oh, here we go, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it would fit exactly to
Karen has a question.
An A2. Or any chance you can source Kalal all-purpose glue? I had it once before, Karen, and it was kind of a pain. I did get it, and I had it, but I had to send it out with a materials, what do you call it, hazardous materials thing, and it really didn't sell well for us. So I probably won't get Kalal again, but I did have it. Anyway, this is exactly the size of a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which makes me think that a 5 by 7 card might be best for this one, just so you have a little border to work with. Here's another one of those. I love this too. This is called, that one was called Life is Beautiful. This one's called Forest Bloom. And you get all the little butterflies around it too, and the little bugs, a little ladybug. And how cute is that? Forest Bloom. This one's fun. I bought this one too. This one's called Dare to Dream. And what I love about it is these are foiling plates. all these in the background. This one's kind of gotten, the dies have gotten loose and are laying over the foiling plates. Nothing's going to hurt it. But you can lay these down and foil over all these sentiments. And then you use the sentiments inside the dies. Use the dies to cut out the sentiments. Gorgeous. I have to admit, Karen, I got a couple of boxes within the last week from Canada, where I sourced the Hunky Dory glue, and I haven't opened them yet. I've just been so busy into the night getting all our sales up and emails out and that kind of thing. With our system, that is quite a feat. This is 36 pieces in this set right here. 36 pieces for foiling. Here's our other iris folding. Another iris folding book. I think I have these already. And I bought at full retail. Actually, I never buy books at full retail. I bought them off a used book site. But you can get them for the same price or less for brand new books. But I think I have this one. Didn't I do some patterns out of this one? I think I did.
I know we have had that book.
I love iris folding. It looks so complicated and it's so easy. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. This is a littler book. This one's from Craft Special. It's 32 pages, but beautiful, beautiful iris folding patterns in there. This is from Leanne Creative, and this is A5 double-sided adhesive sheets. You can cut it with a die cutter. You can cut it with scissors. You can apply this and make stickers. You can do all kinds of things. Let me see if it says it's heat resistant. Use with paper, glitter, ribbon, fabric, embroidery. It says it's transparent. It does not say that it is heat resistant, so I would not use this one with our glitter and glaze techniques. You need one that says heat resistant for that one. This is from Couture Creations. This is their version of Crystal Accents. I use Crystal Lacquer all the time, and it's also like glossy accents. This is Crystal Accents, and it's on sale for half price. Alrighty. This is the Vintage Tea Collection kit. Beautiful thing about this one is it comes right with the die cuts. That's pretty cool. We're tracking to finish right on time here. But we're gonna keep going for a second hour, but I promise to give you a few minutes to refill your coffee cup and hit the bathroom before we continue in our second hour today. Here's our die cuts that match this collection. Packaged right in with the card, which is beautiful. And the card itself is beautiful. Here we go. Let's see. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Oh, you can get so many pretty cards out of this. And that technique I showed you where you can get 4 5x7 cards out of one 12x12. I see 3 cards right there, and then this fourth one might take a little extra embellishment or saying or something, but that's beautiful.
Did you show us the back of that?
I didn't. This one's got musical notes on the back. I love that. And the roses, so pretty. Heart wreath. This would be beautiful for scrapbooking as well, but it would be terrific for card making too. And notice how they've colored it. We have our advertising strip here, but they've colored it on the other side, so you can use that as a border and stuff when you cut it off. How nice is that? I love that when they do that. Always makes me feel like they're giving me something a little extra. Aren't they pretty? I'm going the wrong direction here. Get more in frame. I looked get one of those. This is beautiful. It's got sheet music behind it. What's more elegant than sheet music and roses? Well, not much is more elegant. And we've got all those other beautiful flowers too. So, so pretty. And you get the die cuts right in the kit. You can't mess with a deal like that. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh. So pretty. Valentine's is coming up, Thelma. You got that right. Oh, these would be so pretty for Valentine's. Got these beautiful inspirations. Looks like they're 4x4s. Some of them could be cut down a little. Some of them pretty much have to be 4x4s. On the back, we have beautiful paper. And that's it. That is the Couture Creations. I'll have to look at what the name of it is again. Vintage Tea Collection. Vintage Tea Collection. And it comes right along with, I'm going to give this to you, honey, just in the interest of time. And he frowns at me. Here's that Earthly Delights collection again. This time, you have that in a 12x12. So you've got the matching cardstock. We've got, what else do we have? We have the 6x6, and can't remember what else we had in this. There's several items in that Earthly Designs collection. Here's the Vintage Tea collection. This one's 24 pattern papers. I'm not going to open them because they're similar to what we just saw. But we've got the Vintage Tea collection in 12x12. And all these beautiful papers. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. This is 180 GSM. So it's going to be fair. It's not going to be as heavy as regular cardstock. Maybe like a 60-pound card. And it looks like these are single-sided, which I always invite because, oh, it does say double-sided designs. It might just be the back cover that's not double-sided. Okay. So Vintage Tea collection, just like similar to what we just saw. Here are some more of those Dynamix dies from from Craft Consortium. Now these, again, were really expensive dies, $30 a set, but they're not anymore. Right now, they're on sale for half price. This one, you get 8 dies in the set. Isn't that pretty? So many pretty designs. You've got that outer frame. It's just gorgeous. You've got some corners that you can use separately or together. And then you've got these other nice shapes. That's beautiful. Truly, when I look at this one, I think it looks busy when I just look at the package, but when I look at the elements individually, I think that the elements individually would be stunning. And here's what they look like as die cuts. That helps visualize that a little bit. Here's another Dynamix. They're called Premium Craft Dies. Has 7 dies in this set. You've got the 4 corners. You've got 2 different designs for the corners, which is nice. So you can use them together or separate. I like this outer frame. And then you've got this really interesting, fun inner frame. And you've got this straight edge die in there. So you've got a lot of good things happening there. I was looking for the dimensions. 7.9 by 5.5 is the biggest one. So this really wants to be like an 8x8 card to use the biggest one. But even if you didn't use this one or you just use this one for pieces, you can cut these pieces down and use on your smaller cards too. And then you've got these nice pieces here. So blowout prices is right. I look at them and I think I must be crazy. Okay, stickers, all occasion verses. You guys love these. You guys love the peel stickers from, we now get them from Katie Sue Designs. But you guys have also always loved these. These used to be terribly expensive. These are a great price now, about $2, I think. This one says, birthday wishes are sent your way, so have an enjoyable and relaxing day. Birthdays are a time to enjoy and rest, and you, my friend, deserve the best. You really are a special friend to me. You're always so much fun. So have a truly wonderful day, and I wish you a happy birthday. This card was made with loving wishes sent to you with hugs and kisses. And I can't read that one. It's kind of layered, but it gives you an idea of the kinds of verses on here. These would be beautiful on either the outer side of your card or on the inside as the verse for your card. These are beautiful. And in this one, I think you get 8 pieces. No, you get 6 designs. If I'd have looked at the back, I'd have seen that. 6 designs. So you get 6 designs for about $2. And it's in that double embossed, really beautiful, clear design. All right. Let's keep moving here.
What are you doing?
Hey, we are doing a What's New Tuesday special edition, 2-hour special edition. Here are
I hear you
glitter
making me
foam.
work more is what I hear.
That's what you hear. Glitter foam. We have glitter foam in this beautiful 10-piece pack. This is all the same color. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's kind of that rose gold you love, Mary. Glitter foam. This is for making flowers or anything else you might want in foam.
Heat.
Oh, Margie recommends using it with heat.
It curls really nicely like a flower would.
And this one's all the same color also. Look at that blue. Isn't that fabulous? Glitter foam. And this is so inexpensive you won't even believe it. Cheaper than using paper. Okay, these are brand new brand for us. It's Brie Marin. And this is just gorgeous. This is the Essential Cards Collection, Faithful Friends Like You, Volume 2.
This one is what the stamp goes with.
Which
That stamp that you really liked with all the farm animals on it.
Oh, yeah.
We have that too.
Okay. So Brie Marin. We've got 16 sheets in this collection. This is lighter weight paper. This would also not only be great for layering, this would be great for iris folding too. And look at those nice colors that you could put together. Here's a collection of the papers. Can you come in a little bit so you can see the designs? Margie and Sandy and Laurel and Mary are all just burning the candle at both ends, getting orders out the door as I'm doing my magic show here. Here's another collection. This is also from Brie Marin, and this is decorative paper collection. Once again, these are lighter weight papers that would be great for iris folding as well as for layering. But we also, this is Bumble and Farmyard Buddies, and this is also the Bumble collection. So you've got the cardstock to match these papers in a separate pack. And this is what they look like.
Is it cardstock or just solid?
These are solids. Actually, let me check that out when I get to that one. It's 200 GSM, so it's lighter than mirror board. It'll be a little lighter than mirror board, a little heavier than this, but it's going to be a very lightweight cardstock, I think. But look at these beautiful colors. When you match those colors with these patterns, magic happens. So those are from Brie Marin. I just exhausted that box, so we're going to take 5 minutes here. We'll be back at 5:09. Grab a new cup of coffee, run to the bathroom, and we will be right back with you at 5:09. Okay? We'll get a couple more boxes here and be ready to roll on. So All right, we're back. And most of you, I think, are either here or will be back soon. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to talk about some creative expressions. Brittany has threatened me with bodily injury if I get these out of order. She has them all in alphabetical order somehow. So, okay, we're going to start. This is a Sue Wilson die. This is Frames and Tags, and it's called Mia. Mia. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? It's got just that gorgeous detail, and then it's got the beautiful shadow that goes behind it. So, so pretty. The size of this one may or may not be noted. Actual size is in centimeters. You can divide this by 2.54 to get the actual. It is 14 centimeters by 5.9 centimeters. You have to divide it by 2.5 basically in order to get the US size. That was Mia. Okay, next we have, oh, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is called Megan.
Is that going to work, or do you want to?
I'm just going to go to the back of the box, and that will keep them in order. This one's called Megan. Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh, the detail in that. Sue Wilson really understands gorgeous. Here we go. You can see the actual size is going to be very well sized for a smaller card or a larger card either. So very pretty. You get, looks like 4 dies in that set. And it's called Megan. Okay. This one I love. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is a one-piece die set. It's part of the Tags and Frames collection. It's called the Magnolia cover plate. Magnolia. This would just be fabulous for doing stained glass techniques in, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you can also cut that apart.
Oh,
There's
of course
a
you
couple
could.
good sections to cut out.
Absolutely, you could do that. I love to have dies where you can use them for more than one thing. And as Bryce says, this would be a great one for cutting the flowers out separately and using those if you didn't want to use the entire sheet. This is what it looks like. It's a single die in that set, but as he indicated, that's a great one for cutting up and using the pieces. This is called Madeline. Here's another just beautiful detail. I look at this one, I see something steampunky out of it. I don't know why I do, but I do. Maybe it's the grill work on the sides and in this, but I see something steampunky going into that. It wouldn't have to be
Has that
steampunk.
middle separate dies, so
Yes.
they can pop those all out.
Yes,
pieces
there are
out.
6 dies in this set. You can see it better on the back. You've got the one really frilly one, then you've got a shadow that goes in behind that and adds, you're going to see the color shining through that way. And then you have all those center pieces that can be used separately or together. Beautiful. That one's called Madeline. As I said in the newsletter, Creative Expressions has always been a terrific brand. Really, really, really beautiful creations. And you can make such great stuff with them. Imagine putting a Hardy Craft topper on top of this. How beautiful would that be? So pretty. I love them dearly. We haven't had a lot of Creative Expressions in the past because they were just too darn expensive. But they're not expensive anymore because now they're all half price. This is Lucy. It's a 4-die set. It looks to be about 4 to 4.5 inches wide. They do everything in centimeters, so I'm guessing, but I'm going to say it's 4 inches. Those will fit just about any size card. How beautiful is that? These cut like a charm, too. They're just gorgeous. Okay, here's another neat set. We were talking about Valentine's Day coming up. Look at this heart frame. How beautiful is that? Then you got that outer heart frame plus a shadow that goes behind that. Then you got this inner heart frame too. If you want a little smaller one, how pretty. And then you've got that pretty lattice work on the inside. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This one is called Loving Hearts frame. 7 dies in this collection. Let's look at what they look like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like I said, the only downside to Creative Expressions is that they were really expensive, and ours are now not expensive. They're priced right in along with some of our lesser price dies. So this is the time to grab these. Hello, Thelma. Good to have you back. This one is called Lexi. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the detail in Lexi. I love that. This kind of wants I'm looking at this and I'm seeing a floral swag along the edge of that, showing off all that beautiful die cutting, and then a floral swag along the side. Wouldn't that be beautiful? This has 4 dies. Here's the actual size. It's about 4.5 inches, I think. So, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. We will have more besides dies. I'm doing a box of dies, and we're going to do some mixed product again, Karen. So if you are holding out for the mixed product, it will be back. Oh, look at this one. How pretty is that? This one's called Lena. I love the flowers in the center of that with the lattice work up both sides, and then the ornate top and bottom with that floral design. Isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous. This is called Lena, and there's 3 dies in this pack. So pretty. Unfortunately, that floral design is all separate, so you could use that as an entirely separate die if you wanted to. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next up, we have Leafy Oval. A leafy oval just cries out for a floral design in it, doesn't it? You just need it. How beautiful.
Do a floral design. You could do a stag in the middle.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Bryce is saying you could do a stag in the middle or a nature scene. Absolutely,
Or even
you
a Christmas tree in the middle.
You could. It'd be so pretty.
Very versatile.
Very, very pretty. And this is going to be about a little over 4 inches wide, and I'm going to say it's going to be like a 4 by 5. I'm guessing at these, but they're pretty close. I do lots of work with dies, and I can get a pretty good guesstimate on the size. Let's see here. This one is called Lauren, Lauren, just like my kid. And they call this a frames and tags die. This is definitely frame size. And here's the tag size. But the nice thing here is that they're giving you these layering templates on the inside, so you can actually cut a double layer sentiment for the inside of that, or you can put this inside if you want to and put your sentiment on here. You've got lots and lots of choices with that. I love the hearts. And then you've got the flowers. That's beautiful. It's called Lauren. And that's what it looks like if you layer them up. See those nice layering dies there? You can get multi-layer sentiments that way. And they, of course, once again, have that shadow around everything, so you can get the color coming up through your die cutting. Beautiful. Next up, we have Jessica. Jessica's got that beautiful scroll work around the outside. I love that. And this is part of the frames and tags collection too. You can see how beautiful that would be to put a sentiment in the middle, can't you? That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's gorgeous. 5 dies in the collection. It's called Jessica. Here's what it looks like. I like that they put the actual dies in clear packaging so you can see those from the back. This is a frames and tags collection. It's called Heather. Now the frame is definitely a good size frame. This almost has a little bit of an Art Deco vibe to this one. Can you see what I'm seeing with those triple shell kind of designs? That almost has an Art Deco feel to that. And you've got this beautiful sentiment area. Gorgeous. That's called Heather. Next up, this one is part of the Tags and Frames collection. This is Hazel. You got all those daisies. Daisies, daisies, daisies. It'd be so pretty even just to put this on a card with maybe as separate sentiment, wouldn't it? It'd just be pretty. So pretty. It could also treat this like stained glass, and that would be fun. Beautiful. Here's what it looks like on the inside. See how many? This has 6 dies in it. That's one of the beautiful things about Creative Expressions that made them expensive is they give you so much.
Right.
You know, you get so many layers. And if you can buy these for half price, your cost per die is really low. This one is called Hannah. I love the hearts in the corners. And then that abstract flower in the center. I love that. That's fun. Are we going to get any ice? We actually had a little ice a couple days ago. I saw in Nextdoor app after a freeze overnight, they were saying that there was some ice on the highway to watch out for. But I don't think we're scheduled for any snow or ice for Thanksgiving. No. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at all those dies together. This one has 4 dies. So versatile. Oh my gosh. These corners could be used separately really beautifully too. I mean, talking about just dividing this up and getting the most out of your set. I'm glad you brought that up, Bryce, because that's something I usually raise and they didn't, and I appreciate you bringing it up. Oh, I love this grapes. Look at this grapevine frame. How pretty is that? Depending on the label, it'd be fun to have a piece of a wine label behind this. If you could soak it off a wine bottle or have a good replica on a stamp and have that on and then lay this die over the top, wouldn't that be fun? That's beautiful. I love that. That's going to be about, it's a little narrower. I'm going to say that's 3 3/4 by maybe 5. 4.5 maybe. So pretty. Love that. It's the grape frame. Here, I love the roses. I always love the roses. This is called Gloria. I love that trellis in the center. We got these big, foofy, pretty swirls. And then we got roses around the edge. This one just cries out to me to put a rose decoration of some sort in the center.
I just see mushrooms.
You see mushrooms? You want to put mushrooms?
The middle looks like sliced mushrooms.
You want to call that sliced mushrooms?
I don't know. That's what I see.
Okay. I think I would put a rose in the center, but that's just me. 4 dies. Beautiful. It's called Gloria. Okay, next up, just a little smaller one. This one kind of reminds me of a spirograph, you know it?
Yes.
It kind of looks like a spirograph.
Yep, very much.
Frames and tags, and this is Jillian. You get 4 dies in this set. A little smaller one. I'm going to say it's maybe 3.5 by 3.5. This would be a fun one to mix the colors in this die. Mix the colors with different color paper behind it. Oh, Thelma saw butterflies where you saw mushrooms. I like the butterflies much better, Thelma. That was Julian. This one. Ooh, I love this one. How many times have I said I love this one? Just about every time. Here's Emma. It's technically part of the Tags and Frames collection. You have a beautiful frame on the outside, then you got that beautiful framework on the inside. That's just gorgeous. 5 dies in the set. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, next up. Okay, I want to say I love it, but I just said I'm overusing that, but it really is beautiful. This is from the Frames and Tags collection. This is Della. Della. So pretty. Look at those beautiful. They look like wild roses or something around the outside. That's just gorgeous. It makes me want to paint the insides of those. Frames and Tags. That's Della. We're about to have a change of camera people here. Jordan's going to take over for Bryce, so Bryce can go to the post office and get your purchases on the way to you. So Jordan's joining us. Tell Jordan hi. Say hi, Jordan.
Hello.
Look at this. Okay, is that fun or what? You get the butterflies, you get the little blooms, you get the beautiful frame on the outside. You can layer that all up. Wouldn't that be gorgeous, Jordan?
Yeah.
Yes, very, very pretty. It's technically part of the Frames and Tags collection. I guess it is a frame of sorts. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. This is big enough. You could put a photo in it if you wanted to. Gorgeous. And you could also put this over like a little book page. That would be pretty. All right. Gorgeous. 6 dies. It's more than 6 dies, but they must be counting. Yeah, they're counting this as 1. And it is. It is the way they did it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful, beautiful collection. And instead of $30, $35, this is going to be like $15. Also known as Teddy's sister. That is true. In fact, Teddy's got his feet on her arm, or on her leg, and leaning up so she can give him a good pet while she's sitting there. This is a big, beautiful set. This is called Decorative Squares. Look what you get in this one, all those frames. You get 5 frames in this one set. I want to know how you're feeling, Jordan.
I'm definitely feeling better, more like a person every day.
You go clear up to an 8x8 card with this frame set, but you also have plenty of sizes here for smaller cards also. Now Teddy's managed to get up onto Jordan. He's washing her ears as we speak. Not Jordan's favorite activity. Oh, what was that one called? That's just called Decorative Squares. Okay, this one just, it's so light it doesn't even want to fit in my box. Go in there. Okay, here's some banners. This is called Decorative Flags. These are beautiful to put under some of your other images and let them trail out. Really pretty to put under your flowers and under your toppers. Just add a really professional touch to things. Okay, next up. This is called Charlotte. This is called Charlotte. Nice filigree work around the outside and a room for a beautiful sentiment on the inside. And remember, these can be used for lots of things. This would be a beautiful one to run a ribbon through. See that? Run a ribbon right through the middle of that die with those cutouts there. It'd be very, very pretty and elegant. 5 dies in that set. That's called Charlotte. This one is called Cecilia. Cecilia, we've got that beautiful sunshine in the center. What look like diamonds to me in the center. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And then you've got these beautiful oval pattern on the outside with what looks like butterflies between them. Very interesting die set here. 6 dies in total. That's what it looks like when it's all put together. Brittany threatened me with bodily harm if I get these out of order. Okay, so here we go. This is Caroline. That's Caroline. Oh, isn't it pretty? 6 dies. So many pretty pieces in here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this one is another Frames and Tags. It's called Avery. I really love this one. I love these long tendrils. Isn't that pretty? Just there's such a softness to it. And then these on the inside are a little bit, I don't want to say harder, but they kind of a little bit more like wrought iron. So it's like wrought iron and vines to me. I like that. So this is Frames and Tags, and it's called Avery. This is what the dies look like. Looks like we get 5 or 5 dies in that set. Next up.
I'm going to ask you a quick question.
Sure.
Is this in your house, or is it somewhere out here? Because it hasn't made its way downstairs yet.
There's only one of them, I think, and it's in my order.
Oh, okay. So we didn't show it?
I didn't show it.
Okay, all right. I just figured I better double check.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here, look at this one. Now talk about light and airy. That one's very light and airy, don't you think? Springy. Jordan calls it springy. This is Alice. Light, airy, carefree. Love it. Here's a fun one. This is all kinds of pieces. This is Wild Rose. Wild Rose, you layer up these petals and then put these clusters in the middle. One of these clusters. We've got a sideways one here too, which is fun. We've got all these nice leaves and stems. Got 10 dies in it. It's one of the finishing touches dies. And it's called Wild Roses. That last one does look like a doily. It really does. That's a good call for that one there. This one is a wild rose on a stem. You can't see the detail in that picture. Hopefully you can see some of the detail over here. Oh yeah. That'll emboss into your image as it cuts. You get all that beautiful detail embossed into your image. Okay, that's a single die set, and that's called Wild Rose. Here's one for Mary. Finishing touches, spring daffodils. Mary does love her daffodils. And see how you can fold your daffodils? These are petals that you fold together to create dimension for your daffodils. Fun, fun, fun. Daffodils, 6 dies in that set. Spring daffodils. Next up, we have heart leaf flower. I love these leaves, by the way. I think I bought this one because I love the leaves, and I think these would be so pretty layered up with 2 or 3 layers in the flower. One of the nice things about a lot of these creative expressions dies, I should mention, is that especially the Sue Wilson ones. There are lots of YouTube videos by Sue Wilson with some project ideas for these dies. You're not limited to those by any stretch of the imagination, but Sue Wilson has some really neat videos out there using her dies. So a lot of these are Sue Wilson dies, and a lot of them are other brands. This one is Heart Accessories. Speaking of Valentine's Day, look at everything we've got going here. Be Mine, You're Sweet, Miss You, Amore, Love, You Rock, Birds in a Bird Cage, Flowers, Hearts and Arrows, Roses, This Love, Liberally Decorated Love, The Arrows, More Arrows. That's a great Valentine one. Heart Accessories. This one is Finishing Touches die. This is a flower bouquet. Now this would be a good one to look at the video, and it actually shows in the corner here that they have a video using this one for some project ideas. But these flowers lay in a variety of designs. So much you can do with these. These are just going to be multifunctional. Very pretty. That is a big die set. There are lots of dies there. 20 dies in this set. If you wonder why Creative Expressions was expensive, it's not expensive anymore. But if you wonder why it was expensive, there's 20 dies in this set. You're going to get these now for less than $1 a die. Okay, next up. This is 15 dies. This is called Floral Medley. A variety of different kinds of flowers. I like this one because they are giving you the opportunity, if you choose to, you can layer these frames on top of your flowers, or you can use them separately, which is fun. The little leaves, you got the centers. That's going to be beautiful. Floral Medley. And once again, Sue Wilson has indicated she has a video out there using this. This is what they look like. All the little leaves are on one die. All the little centers are on one die. It's nice because you're not losing them that way. I have a die sitting over here on my desk. They keep sliding out of the way, but I don't want to lose it. It actually goes with my Pondering Dreams. Look at the foliage in this one. You guys know how I love to use foliage. Look at that. They're giving me a bad time about naming today's video or today's newsletter, Tuesday Temptations. I stayed up all night coming up with temptations for you guys. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I have to own this one. 14 foliage dies in this one. I must have it. And then that's called Fabulous Foliage. Okay. We must be getting towards the end of this box at some point in time. Oops, pulled out a bunch of them at one time. And again, I've been told I cannot get these out of order because she has them all the way she wants them. Look at all these to make your own arrangements in the pots. Isn't that fun? Cut those sprigs in different colors and arrange them in the pots provided. 22 dies in this set. Great fun. Here's another layered die set. This one's called Dynamic Daisies. I love the fact that she's got some side-facing daisies here as well as the front-facing daisies. Most flower sets don't have that. But you can get a much more realistic-looking creation when they have side-facing as well as front-facing flowers. 10 dies in that set. Here's what they look like. This is a big, beautiful thing. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. Look at this one. How beautiful is that? With the positive and negative in the frame, I think that is spectacular. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. 2 dies. 14.7. Divide that by 2.54. 14 by 7. 14.7 divided by 2.54. I want to know how big this is.
1.7 divided by 2.5.
4, yeah. 2.54. 2.54. You're converting it from centimeters.
5.7.
5.7? Really? Really? 14.7 divided by 2.54 is 5.7?
Divided by
Okay.
2.5.
Looks bigger than that, but
5.78. Yeah.
okay, so this will fit in a 6x6. How beautiful is that for spring? All those cherry blossoms and the tree. I love the positive and negative effect there. That's just fabulous. Beautiful, beautiful. He sounded like, what was his name? That's the orchestra leader who we all our parents and grandparents used to watch. Tiny Bubbles. What's the orchestra leader, guys? Look at these butterflies. You can never have too many butterfly dies. Okay, I may be coming close, but you can never have too many butterfly dies. These are called bountiful butterflies. Love, love, love them. So pretty. So pretty, so pretty. Nice sizes, too, for cards. Come on, guys. What was the band leader's name? Tiny Bubbles. And he'd say, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hi, Sandy. What was the orchestra leader's name that used to play Tiny Bubbles a lot on the show? And
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk, yeah.
You did it.
Mary.
Mary got it. Good job. Thank you. Good night, Sandy.
Right, that'd be
Thanks for your hard work.
oh, you're welcome. Happy to do it.
Okay, here's some baskets and flowers. Lawrence Welk, thank you. Tiny Tim. That was tiptoeing through the tulips, as I recall. Worst song ever made. Tiptoe through the tulips. I sing it better than
The
Tiny
creepy-
Tim did. Huh?
The creepy guy.
Yeah, he was pretty creepy. And his name, Tiny Tim. Yeah, that's beautiful set there. This is called Beautiful Blossoms. Bountiful butterflies and beautiful blossoms. Okay, here's another. Look at these star flowers. These are called beaded star flowers. You layer them up or not. Use them with that filigree. Isn't that fun? It's just kind of a really different floral. Don Ho. Don Ho is Tiny Bubbles too. You are right, Marianne. That was Lawrence Welk I was trying to say. He used to say, beautiful, beautiful. How much Lawrence Welk did I see in my lifetime? A lot. Okay, here's a Hoy. I love this one. Okay, fillables. This is a fillables porthole. They're actually making this with the idea in mind that you're going to make a shaker card out of it. Wishing you smooth sailing. Okay, shaker card out of that porthole. There we go, fillables porthole. This is what it looks like. Got a Hoy here. And kind of a stand for this, if you wanted to put it on a stand. Fun. And here's a beautiful background. Filigree Artistry Collection. I would agree with that. That's artistry in motion there. And this is going to be a little less than 6 inches, but 5.5 inches square. latest one in this package. It's just quite pretty though. Okay, next one up. Oh, this is a winter scene. Look here, 11 pieces in a winter scene. This is called Winter Wonderland. I would agree with that. You got the house, you got the fence, you got the trees, you got the deer family, you got the carriage. How beautiful is that? This is, I believe, a stairway up to the house. And you have a nice video from Sue Wilson out there on YouTube. That carriage is so pretty. Such detail. Those deer are beautiful too. Love it. Okay, here's our doorway complete with the nutcracker, or the, what do you call these trees? We know what these trees are called. Mary Ara, people tell me, what are these trees called when you sculpt them that way?
Hedges.
And you got the sleds, and you've got the lanterns. What is that called? You know,
Shrubberies.
the Dye Queen. Oh, well, yeah. When I asked Jordan what this is called, she says shrubbery. Yes. All kinds of things to go on these sides of our... Oh, you have no idea yet, Thelma. This is the first box. Look at this one. Isn't that just beautiful? That one could mess with your eyes a little bit. I love it though. I want to do this, and I want to put some paper behind it that I have. I'm still trying to think on the name of the trees. Some paper behind that has been mixing colors, and then put this on top. Wouldn't that be fun? That's neat. That one is called Swirling Rays Background. I think it's aptly named. It definitely has some swirling rays to it. Okay. Poinsettias, Festive Collection, Stylish Poinsettias. All of these are on the website. All of these are half price. Look at that poinsettia. You're going to make some beautiful things out of that. 11 dies in that set. Here's some ornaments. We love to make pretty sparkling ornaments with some fun stickles adding to the glimmer. Pretty, pretty. This is Sparkling Baubles, 4 dies in this set. Two little caps are counting there. Here's another one with beautiful swirlies in it. Oh, I love that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that with the snow coming down in that swirl. That's so pretty. Oh my gosh, so, so pretty. That is called Snowflakes and Swirls, quite aptly named. Imagine putting one of our Hardy Crafts on here. That'd just be so pretty. Put a snowman or something on there. Wouldn't that be great? Love it. Okay, look at this snowflake ribbon. Snowflake ribbon wave is what it's called. How pretty is that? That actually has 5 dies in it, believe it or not. So you can make this detailed, or you can deconstruct that and actually just cut an aperture. Yeah, this just cuts an aperture into your paper. Or you can cut it out with these, and you can add the laces to the outside. Lots of variations to that snowflake ribbon wave. This one is Snowflake Gemini, Festive Collection Snowflake Gemini. You can see where they're using this to cut on the top of your paper and have details sticking up. And this shows how they're doing that. This one Yeah, these two don't cut out, but you can put this little wave with it and cut that out separately if you want to. Otherwise, you can use it to cut detail in the top or side of your card. Okay. Next up, snowflake floating frame. Do I even have to say I love it? Because I do. I love it. It's beautiful. It's about 5.5 inches wide, probably about 7 inches long. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Single die. But again, as Bryce said, you can cut these snowflakes out if you want to. Oh, we're actually getting towards the beginning of this box. Here's some more snowflakes. This is called Snowflake Background. Isn't that pretty? That's about a 5x5. And here, oops, there's 2 here. Here's pretty poinsettia frame. Be nice to use this and then get some of those poinsettias on that other die set we saw and layer those up. Wouldn't that be pretty? Mm-hmm. Yes, it would. It has 2 dies in it, the inner and outer frames. Okay, what's cuter than a polar bear on ice skates and a baby polar bear on a sled? And you get all the accessories to dress them up with their scarves and hats and goggles, earphones. How cute is that? Hi, Irene. It's good to see you, friend. Okay, I went back to the beginning of that box, so I'm going to stop there. And we're going to take a quick perusal through a few hunky-dory items here. Oh. Okay. This is the Christmas Village Elegance Topper Collection, and it is filled chock full of beautiful foiled pieces. Here's some suggested uses for those pieces. This is called the Village Elegance Collection from Hunky Dory. Wowzer. And yes, it's half price. Look at here, stained glass Christmas. Just last Christmas, we couldn't keep this in. Now I have some on clearance. Not kidding. Stained glass Christmas, here it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stained glass pieces. Gorgeous. These were always popular. This is Heartwarming Christmas. Everything kind of has a lovey theme through it. And these are little banners or little, what do you call these? Little flags to use as bunting. You can put letters on them. We have the letters on sale too.
Just say hi to Mary T.
Hi, Mary T. Good to see you, friend. Here's Heartwarming Christmas cardstock.
What about Irene? Did you say hi to
I'm sure I said hi to Irene. Season's greetings. This is all decoupage. 12 sets. You believe this is 2 of each one? Yes, it's 24 sets of Deco Large. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And some examples for your cards. I'm going really fast through this, I know, and I apologize for that. Here's one this group will love. This is Christmas Dog Tales. Christmas Dog Tales, all dogs, all the time. Christmas Dog Tales. Lots of layering sheets. How cute is that? Christmas Dog Tales. How come I think of Mary R. when I think Dog Tales?
Well, Santa Paws right there too.
Here, Santa Paws. This is kitties and dogs. This looks like my little kitty. Little silver thing. Santa Paws. Yep, it's half price. Here is Winter Robins. Winter Robins.
These always make up so pretty.
They are just beautiful. They're so classy looking when you do the Winter Robins. Look at the robin leaning down, talking to the other robin. How cute is that? Okay, moving on here. I love these. These I might have to have. This is Adorable Scoreable Designer Card Pack, and it's iridescent ice. Now, they're not actually iridescent, but they're printed to look as if they are. However, with the little stickles, they could actually be iridescent too. Isn't it beautiful? And look at the colors in this pack. So pretty. You've got the aqua on this side, the lavender on this side. Come in a little closer on this, honey. Bryce is back. Thank you for taking our boxes. How many boxes do we ship tonight?
1.
Oh, one? Wow. Okay. Of course, he shipped 7 yesterday, so. Look at this one. Wow. This is Adorable Scoreable Designer Card Pack, and it's called Cool Winter. Leaving myself enough room to work here again. Thank you, honey. That's helpful. Adorable Scoreable Winter. Wowzer. That's beautiful. This is what the images look like. Wow.
Very rich.
Very, very rich. Look at the woodwork in those colors. I love that.
Mhm.
This is the Adorable Scoreable Patterns Pack. Talk about our Art Deco right there on the cover. There's some Art Deco for you. It's both Art Deco and it's Christmassy. Cutting baubles and different things out of those patterns. Wouldn't that be fun? See how they've done the cards there? So cute. There's the patterns. Love that too. Very pretty, Adorable Scoreable pack. Here's another Adorable Scoreable pack. This one's in solids. It goes, if you want to use it with that, to Frosty and Friends. This would also make great card bases because Adorable Scoreable, as you know, will not feather or crack when you fold it. It's got a special coating on it that allows it to take a fold without cracking or feathering. Here is Santa Paws in some beautiful parchment paper, also known as vellum, printed vellum. Put these against white and they're just going to jump off the page. And look at that beautiful holly background. So very pretty.
How many sheets in that one?
There are
I can pack a lot.
16 sheets of Santa Paws. It looks like 4 designs, 4 of each. That's a lot. But it's on sale half price. All right, look at this. This one speaks to me. You knew it would. This is Winter Wonderland parchment. Look at the deer. Is she beautiful or what? And the pheasant and the rabbit, the owl. So pretty on the back. We have an elk and a squirrel and a fox, badger. So pretty. Raccoon, baby fox. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Those will just jump right off the page. A little bit more hunky-dory in here before we have to go. Save those for tomorrow. Okay. Essential Book of Christmas, Glistening Gold and Silver Shimmer Sentiments. Gold and Silver Sentiments book. Beautiful. There are so many in here. Essential Book of Christmas Sentiments, Glistening Gold, 40. 280 GSM die-cut pages, foiled in gold and silver. A lot of times they tell us how many pieces there are. 648 individual Christmas sentiments. That'll last you a while. This is called Enchanted Winter. This is one of the square little books. Enchanted Winter. We have all kinds of beautiful enchanted creatures in here. A unicorn. I believe that's probably going to be a white stag. We have a white tiger. We have polar bear. We have a wolf. All kinds of enchanted winter creatures. Here's the winter robins. Want to make a lot of cards on a little budget? Here you go. This has 120 pages of images. Winter robins. They won't all be the same picture. There'll be a nice variety of pictures inside.
I usually get 4 sheets of each, so they're great for layering up too.
Oh yeah, you can layer these up. You absolutely can. Let's see. 20 different designs, 120 sheets. I get 6 of each. Okay. Essential Book of Christmas Sentiments. This was from 2024. Who cares? It's the same sentiments. All different colors in these. Beautiful. Okay, Essential Book of Christmas Sentiments 23. Again, I say, who cares? You get hundreds and hundreds of sentiments in these. Let's see if it tells us how many. 40 pages. This is on 350 GSM foiled. 660 individual Christmas sayings in one book. Here's that winter hare. I love him. A meadow hare, he's called. The meadow hare. I love this guy. I want to do this guy with some lights around him. How cute is he? Again, it's on that parchment, so as soon as you stick this against a white background, those images are just going to pop. It's going to show some of what's behind it. I know I'm overtime. Just want to get a little bit more hunky-dory. Oh, I'll save the rest of that for tomorrow. Just these here. Here's Father Christmas little book. Father Christmas little book. 120 pages. 20 images. 6 of each. Beautiful way to stretch your card making dollars, especially if you're making cards for the police department or fire department or, the military. It's nice to be able to get a lot of cards for a little money. Here is All Tangled Up. And this one, the common theme is they're all going to be engaging with Christmas lights in some way. See, I love these because I want to put glossy accents or pearl drops on all those lights, because that just makes me happy. Here's Festive Wonder. Festive Wonder. Got like the Snow Queen and a little house in a canning jar, and we've got dragons and snowmen. Festive Wonder. Here you go, Mary. There's Santa Paws in a little book. And yes, it's half price. It's going to make it about $7.50. 120 images. 120 images for about $7.50. And here's that heartwarming Christmas. Again, the overarching theme is that it's all soft, heartwarming kinds of themes. Lots of hearts. Okay, we're going to call it good for today. Tomorrow, I haven't even touched the surface of what we have here. We're going to do another special tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time. That'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. Going to have another 2-hour special with a little break in between. Hope you can join us. It's going to be great, great fun. And you're just not even going to believe what we brought in for you. So I'm Debbie from Simply Special Crafts. Bryce will put a link down, or I'll put a link to our store and to our sales in the comments section. I don't know if I'll send you a separate newsletter tonight because it's going to be exactly the same as the newsletter I sent you last night. Maybe I will, though, because I'll have a reminder for the live stream tomorrow. So that's it. I will see you tomorrow. If you haven't already done so, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you're not already a member of our channel, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing we're up to. We have fun all the time with some of the nicest people you will ever meet. So there we go. Leave a comment afterwards. Tell me what you think of what you're seeing. You do that by hitting that refresh button up in the corner of your screen. It's the circle with the arrow in it. And leave us a comment. YouTube likes it when we have comments, when people give thumbs up and comments after the videos. It tells them that the people who are watching our videos are enjoying it. So please leave comments, and that will help to get us introduced to new crafty friends. You can never have too many crafty friends. So for tonight, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.